Instagram is on its way out. Now, that's just my opinion, but I think Instagram has just shot itself in the foot so many times that it's stuck just limping in the wrong direction. Lately, it seems like no matter what I do, my reach is abysmal. My growth is non-existent on Instagram. And I know that I'm not the only one that feels that way and has been seeing that. Seems like if I post reels, post carousels, remove ghost followers, if I focus on engaging with people, it doesn't matter. My engagement and my growth just keeps going down. And that's because Instagram is trying to kill off theme pages, and Instagram has also decreased the reach of big pages. So what that means is a lot of these bigger pages that have put time, money, and energy into their content strategy on Instagram, they're just arbitrarily being punished by the platform. Instagram has just randomly decided, hey, we're gonna take reach away from the big pages and kind of shove it towards the smaller pages on the platform. And ultimately, I think this is one of the biggest areas that they've shot themselves in the foot, is they've just arbitrarily changed the terms of that unspoken agreement where people said, oh, I can come to Instagram and build a brand here. I can post content on here and maybe make money, maybe make a living. Instagram has just randomly decided to punish those people, which I think it's gonna be hard to gain back that trust in the future, right? People always kind of take a dump on big creators when they're trying to grow on platforms. They say like, hey, these guys are taking up all the reach that I want. These guys, their content's not as good as mine. But you think about it, and clearly their content is the reason that people come to social media. People come to social media to be entertained, and big pages a lot of times offer that. So if you alienate this user base, I don't think that's great for Instagram in the long term, because really they're just alienating the people that have kept them alive for the last decade. Now, even though this is bad news for the bigger pages on Instagram, I don't think this is bad news for everybody. Obviously, if you're just starting out on social media and you're looking for a place to grow, this means that Instagram might be a better opportunity for you now than it was a couple months ago, right? Instagram is taking that reach artificially from big pages and pushing it towards some of the smaller pages. So I think if you're trying to grow, Instagram is definitely a platform that you should consider. Yo, this is crazy. This lake is never this low. Usually the water comes way up until about here. You see the green stuff. Utah's really in a bad drought though. Still though, the reason that I said what I said is I don't think that's a viable long-term strategy for Instagram as a social media platform. I think if you alienate the big creators that are willing to put time and money into your platform, the quality of content is just gonna go down and Instagram is ultimately gonna fall apart. That's just what I see though. I mean, all I know is that for me personally, since Instagram started making a bunch of these algorithmic changes, and basically favoring reels specifically from smaller creators, I've spent less time consuming content on Instagram. I wonder if any of you guys are the same way, but it just feels like the quality of content has significantly gone down over the last few months. I'm just seeing stuff I don't want to see in my feed, which that in and of itself is a whole nother discussion. Instagram's algorithm is way behind most other social media platforms. You look at YouTube, you look at TikTok, they're absolutely destroying Instagram's algorithm when it comes to interest-based content. So I think Instagram, where they're so aggressively trying to roll out these changes, they need to stop trying to get us to change, and they first need to change themselves, get their algorithm right, and then roll it out slowly. Because whatever changes they make lately, it's been like too much too quick. They need to be a little bit more subtle about it and change it over time. And that's what you saw a few months ago when Instagram basically started a riot with the Make Instagram Instagram Again movement. Is all of a sudden there were all of these sweeping changes, right? The only way you could grow was with reels. All of a sudden reach was being shifted from big pages to smaller pages, right? And on top of that, recommendations were being pushed hard, but recommendations were also broken. The algorithm wasn't really figured out. And all of that started this big movement where over 3 million people liked a photo asking Instagram to change back to the way that it was. So once again, I say Instagram, you can't change that much all at once and expect there to be no ramifications. And that's why you see creators like Gary Vee saying things like they're gonna start deprioritizing Instagram and shifting their focus towards other social media platforms.
2 days ago, in a breakfast meeting with 4 key members of my content team, we took Instagram from the #1 priority spot to the #5 priority spot.
The growth potential and the stability is just better elsewhere than Instagram right now. But looking at all of the things that these guys are doing wrong is only half of the equation. We also got to look at why it is that they're doing these things in the first place. And to be honest, I think it's just that they're scared. I think Instagram is making very reactionary decisions because they don't have a clear direction for their company going forward. And I think they're terrified. They're scared shitless of TikTok and Vero, right? TikTok came through and started stealing up all this market share with short form video. So Instagram tried to, okay, you guys got to post all these reels. Reels is where it's at. And then Vero came along and said, okay, well then we'll focus on photos. And a bunch of people started going to Vero, right? And now Instagram is like, well, we're actually a place for photos too. We're actually just taking the reach away from the big guys, giving to the small guys. Please TikTok, please Vero, don't steal our new users. And so I get why they're scared, but I think the reason that Instagram is so scared in the first place is once again because they don't have a proper direction for their company and a proper plan for the future. You know, I might be off basis here because this really is just speculation, but I think a lot of this started when Facebook, now Meta, bought Instagram as one of their kind of smaller companies in the broader company. I think a lot of the focus and a lot of the money started going to Facebook or started going to this Meta project, kind of the company as a whole, instead of allowing Instagram to kind of be its own micro focus. I think probably a lot of attention and resources have been diverted away from Instagram when it realistically does need that if it wants to stay relevant. I just think that Instagram right now is on a downward trajectory, and I think realistically I just don't see how you kill off or you piss off all of your big creators on the platform, all of the people that provide the entertainment, and how you get people to keep coming to the app. And I guess they're banking on the smaller creator, but I just don't know if that smaller creator is dependable enough and is going to provide the same level of value, quality, and entertainment as these big creators have that have kept Instagram going for so long. But even with all of that said, I don't want to give you guys a mindset of doom and gloom or that all of your work on Instagram was for nothing. Because yes, Instagram is shooting itself in the foot. Instagram is going to slowly kill itself if it keeps making bad decisions. But we don't know for a fact what the future holds. Instagram might make some great updates that we have no idea are coming down the line, and it might save the platform. I just want to share with you guys the reality of what we're dealing with right now from my point of view, my perspective, what I see. So I think for me, the next few months look like trying to put more of my focus into short form video alternatives. Instead of focusing on Instagram and Reels, probably more TikTok, probably more YouTube Shorts. And this is going to present kind of a big challenge because Trap Theory 101, the Instagram account that I blew up, is Instagram only right now. I don't have that page on TikTok or any other platform. But as far as the personal brand goes, the one you're watching right now, my channel, definitely expect more YouTube Shorts, more of a TikTok focus. I think taking a step back from Instagram until they figure out kind of what they're doing is the logical move for me right now. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you guys want a little bit of motivation about social media, click this video on the side here. I got in front of Kanye West, my favorite artist, got blocked by him, but it just shows you the power of social media and the internet if you guys need a little bit of a boost after watching this video. But thank you guys for your time. God bless you and have a good one, man.